Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host, DeltaTDS, and today we've got Galar Gym Leader Klara going up against the Lorekeeper Zinnia. Previously, Zinnia had the option to Mega Evolve Rayquaza and just go ballistic, go apeshit. But after some discussion, we decided to tone it down, just a little. With that, Zinnia's Mega is her Salamence, as Klara uses a Dynamax Slowbro. Zinnia leading off with the Altaria, as Klara leads off with that Drapion. Drapion we've seen do some damage previously in the tournament. That Sniper ability does quite a bit. Going for Ice Fang with that Yachi Berry deals half to Altaria, as Altaria goes for a crit Dragon Pulse. Another Ice Fang does take out that Altaria, as Drapion reveals to have the Life Orb. Noivern being sent out here. Another Pokemon I think we only saw once. Going for the Boom Burst with that Throat Spray does raise his special attack. Slowking coming out here. Air Slash dealing a quarter, as Blizzard does take out that Noivern. Going with that 70%, I think 80%. 80, one of the two. Not 100. Tyrantrum out here. I do wonder what this Tyrantrum. Well, it's probably got Crunch. Maybe. I mean, look at those teeth. Look at that jaw. Nope, it's got Stone Edge. Dealing 60%, as Slowking with the Scald does get the burn off. Gonna hinder that Tyrantrum, but it does still take out that Slowking. Now, I'm not sure how much more it can do with that burn. That burn, I think, decreases its attack by 30%. Klara Dynamaxing that Slowbro. Crunch deals 18%, as Max Geyser deals 40. And with that burn, Tyrantrum's left on 16%. And the Quick Draw with the Max Ooze does take out that Tyrantrum. Goodra coming out here in the rain. Muddy Water dealing under a quarter, as Max Mindstorm deals almost 3/4. And Slowbro returns to its normal size. Sidekick finishes off the Goodra. Salamence being sent out here. Zinnia is down to her final 2 Pokemon, as Klara has 4 left still. Salamence setting up the Dragon Dance. Psychic leaving it down to 5%. Return taking out the Slowbro. With the Aerial Aid ability plus Stab, that move's gonna be terrifying. And we haven't even talked about its high attack stat. What, base 160 I think it is? Or I'm thinking of Galar. Scolipede being sent out here. Going for another Dragon Dance, as Rock Slide does take out that Salamence. Probably predicting the Protect. Rayquaza, her final Pokemon, taking a Rock Slide with that Citrus Berry, as Dragon Claw deals 2/3. And Extreme Speed does finish off the Scolipede. Galarian Weezing being sent out here. Not sure how well Rayquaza is going to do with this. but we will just have to see. Going for the Dragon Dance, as Weezing goes for a Toxic. Extreme Speed dealing a quarter, as Extreme Steam does take out the Rayquaza. It looked like maybe for a second Zinnia was going to come back, but Klara does take game number 1. We saw the Dynamax Slowbro. We saw Scolpede has Speed Boost. We saw Drapion has Ice Fang. What do we see from Zinnia? We saw the Throat Spray Noivern. Return Mega Salamence. Dragon Dance on the Rayquaza. Crunch, and one other move on the Tyrantrum. But we are back on the field for game 2, and once these trainers are ready, we can start game 2. I do wonder how Zinnia is going to play differently to beat Klara. Because I feel like if she went to attack the Scolpede instead of predicting the Protect, it definitely could have turned out different. Both Pokemon going for Dragon Dance or Dragon Pulse and dealing just about the same amount of damage, but Goodra with the crit does take out the Dragalge first. Sending out the Slowbro now. You saw this thing. Yep, there's the Dynamax. Dragon Pulse dealing 20% as Max Mind Storm finishes off that Goodra. Zinnia sending out the Altaria now. Dragon Pulse dealing under 20% this time, as another Max Mind Storm almost takes out that Altaria. And Max Ooze will finish the job there. And Slowbro returns back to normal now. Crunch does take out that Slowbro. Now Tyrantrum has to watch out for any burns, otherwise it's going to be hindered badly again. Stone Edge dealing a third, Strange Steam dealing over half. Stone Edge dealing another third, has Strange Steam finishes off that Tyrantrum. Not putting in as much work as last game, but it's still something. Rayquaza going for the Dragon Dance, as Weezing puts that Toxic on there. Going for another Dragon Dance. Strange Steam dealing over half, as it eats that Citrus Berry and it heals up to over half. Going for Protect, as it predicts that Extreme Speed. Gets the double Protect. What an insane play. No way we get a third one, right? Okay. Extreme Speed, it does take out that Weezing, as Rayquaza does fall to that Toxic. That double Protect really coming in clutch. Zinnia sending out that Noivern. Drapion taking over half from that Boom Burst. Ice Fang does take out the Noivern. And it's all up to Salamence now. Salamence with Return takes out the Drapion. Now it's 2v1. Sending out the Slowking. Return dealing almost or over 80% as Blizzard misses. And it's falling to another Return. Jeez. losing my mind here. Now, here's the big thing. Is Salamet's going to predict Steep Protect if Scolipede has it and go for a Dragon Dance? Or is it going to try and take it out? Well, Return should take it out, right? If it doesn't go for Protect. It's all down to these final two Pokemon. Both at full health. Scolipede going for Protect as Salamence goes for that Return. Scolipede with the speed boost probably outspeeds that Salamence. Rock Slide dealing under half as Return does take out the Scolipede. It didn't even matter. Zinnia takes game number 2, which means we go into game number 3 for match 52. That came down a lot closer than last game. And now I'm just excited to see how match 3 will go. We saw Goodra play a little bit more in that. We didn't see as much from Tyrantrum and Noivern. But once these trainers are ready, we can begin game number 3 and see how it will all play out. Leading off with the Noivern as Klara leads off with that Slowking. We saw Blizzard take Noivern out, going for the Boom Burst, getting a Throat Spray. Power Gem dealing at 70% to Noivern. Air Slash, flinching Slowking, getting another Air Slash in before it falls to that Power Gem. Slowking not trusting that Blizzard, not taking another chance. Altaria being sent out here. Dragon Pulse still not taking out that Slowking as Altaria takes that Blizzard with the Yachiberry. And another Dragon Pulse does take out that Slowking. Klara is sending out the Scolipede here. Rock Slide missing the Altaria as a Flamethrower deals over 3/4 to that Scolipede. The Rock Slide does land this time and finish off the Altaria. Now we've seen a bit more from Altaria this game. Rayquaza making its appearance. Its probably final appearance for this match. Taking a Rock Slide as it sets up a Dragon Dance. Interesting. Now it can live another Rock Slide because it dealt 60%. But that doesn't matter because Extreme Speed does take out the Scolipede. And Weezing comes out here, most likely to finish off this Rayquaza once more with Toxic. Now this Weezing was revealed to have a Protect, so it's a Toxic Stall Weezing. But I wonder if Zinnia's got a plan to deal with this effectively, so that she doesn't lose her Rayquaza once against this thing. Switching out to the Goodra to take that Toxic. Interesting play. Switching out to the Dragalge as it takes 13% from that Thunderbolt. Dragon Pulse dealing a lot more, and Dragon Pulse almost knocking out that Goodra, but Toxic does finish it off. Rayquaza coming back out here. This thing going for Earthquake to finish off the Dragalge. As Weezing comes back out here to fight it once more. Again, another standoff. Going for the Dragon Dance, taking another Toxic. And we might see the Protect from Weezing. We might see the Strange Steam. Once again, it's all up to the mind games. Going for the extreme speed. Getting a crit, but Strange Steam does take out that Rayquaza. As Salamence comes out here, Zinnia's second to last Pokemon. Now, is Weezing gonna try and go for a Toxic here? Goes for Strange Steam, trying to take it out, but not Mega Ball. Now it does, and the critical hit return takes out the Weezing. Now, Klara still has that Slowbro, and that Shell Side Arm is annoying to deal with because it's really hard to predict. Plus, it's still got Dynamax too. So it's just up to... Well, there's the quick draw with the Dynamax. Max Might and Storm does take out the Salamence. It really does come down to just a 30% chance. Stone Edge dealing a quarter to Slowbro as Tyrantrum takes 84%. Crunch dealing at 37 as Tyrantrum falls. And Klara takes Game 3, which means she moves on to round 3. Did not expect to see Zinnia lose her first match, but I mean, we've seen legends fall before, so Klara will be going on to round 3, where she will be facing against either Pokemon Trainer Marley or Pokemon Trainer Ingo, or no, Subway Boss Ingo. And join us tomorrow, where we will be seeing Pokemon Trainer Agatha going up against the Unova Champion Iris. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.